Well, hi there, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Monster. I'm still here in my power armor, which is still absolutely brilliant. I love this. I love how fast you can get about using it. We've knocked a bit of the floor out there at some point. Let's quickly put that back. Since last time we just made this power armor. But between the episodes I have been over here. This is the tree farm area, and you might be able to see that there's been a few changes. Namely, there aren't any tree farms anymore, although there is still a bit of a tree just there, which I had left. There we go. Instead, I've put the planters and the harvesters back in. And the reason why I've done that is, as you can probably see, it's a lot neater. It's an awful lot neater. They are an awful lot smaller, and it gives me an awful lot more space, which is something which I quite need because this whole base is quite compact. I will probably go back to using the forestry machines at some point in the future. I don't know when, but I do have an idea for them. But here's the new setup. It is working okay. You can see I have got some amazingly beautiful pipe plumbing going in here that the ocelot are getting stuck in as usual. It's just these item ducting pipes going down. Both sides are set with servos to tell them to take in rubber trees and jungle wood saplings. And when they get full, everything goes off down that pipe, which goes into those barrels, as does everything which isn't a jungle wood or a rubber tree sapling. The power's coming up and going into everything. And they're working away quite happily, thank you very much. Now, excuse me, they are both smaller, so they're not producing quite as much wood as the old tree farms did. But we have so many stacks of wood here that it really hardly matters. So that's what I have been doing off camera. So now what shall we be doing on camera? I could just quickly say that everything down there is still working brilliantly. Let's hop down and just check this. Yep, the nether wart is fine. And these are all growing quite well too. And yes, we're actually getting lots and lots of stuff, which I'm really happy about. The sugarcane is still needs automating. I'll do that within an episode or two. So first thing for this episode, I was actually thinking that I want a bit more decoration about. Namely, this path and that path are a bit bland. Now what I have done when I took all of those trees down that were in the tree farm is I got my shears out and nearly killed them because I was shearing leaves off, because I think I'd quite like a hedge along here to just sort of break it up, make it look pretty. But let's just have a quick look. Yeah, I do think a hedge would look nice along there, but obviously it's not going to look great going straight through stone blocks, so I think that wants to be dirt, which will make a bit of a mess of that side. So we could use some half slabs. Let's go for that. So let's this. Oh, I should also say really quickly, I told you last time you could put key bindings onto the power armor, which you can if you hit the K key. It brings this up. You can bind it to keys. You press new and choose the key you want. I've chosen the J key because that doesn't do much normally. And you can pull these things on. This is the step and the jump assist and the sprint assist. I have no need to turn the shock absorbers or the kinetic generator off. But I've hit the J key. You can see it's turned the assists off and I'm now back to my normal walking speed. Hit the J key again and zoom. But it can be useful because at times you end up jumping about way too much with them on, which is annoying. So let's take some of this out. Well, when I say some, I mean all of this. Pop, pop, pop. Yes, we're going to have to go all the way to the end to make it look right, I think. Do we have plenty of dirt? We do. And let's replace this with dirt. I could really be running backwards, couldn't I? And failing. So a nice row of dirt for my hedge to sit in. How much further does it want to go? It doesn't want to go any further than that. Oh, ow. There we go. Take that out. Now I think that should look nice. Yeah, that looks fine. But it is going to look like a complete mess from that side. So what I'm thinking now, what shall I do this in? Shall I just use the normal block? I think that I shall, though I might change it later because I am fickle. What I'm thinking is, where is my saw? Saw could have ended up anywhere. It is probably in the other tower. I'd imagine it is just there, the iron saw. And there's plenty of stone bricks. So let's go out this way for old times' sakes. So what I'm thinking is, it's not night yet. And that was something being harvested. I'm wondering what it would look like with is this not capable? Oh, it is. Stone brick slabs. Let's try some of those. Now these will be quite wide, but it might make a nice decorative feature. What do you think, guys? I think I can't place blocks. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. They are quite wide. What would it look like if I tried to cut a stone with a pair of shears? That would not work at all. How about trying the panels? Because they are thinner. They might look better. Yeah, I think I prefer the panels. Yes, I'm going to go for that, and I don't think I'll change the colour. I could use a different stone brick. I might try it later, but I think for now that looks pretty good. That does not look pretty good, that looks pretty terrible. Hacksaw out, choppy choppy. These things can be really slightly awkward to place because it depends exactly where on the face you click. There we go, and there we go, and there we go. This is the line which does not end. I don't think it should cut the light out beneath them. If it does, we have a problem with those plants, but I think it will be fine. And there we go. Yeah, I like the look of that. It just adds a bit of extra detailing on the wall, and it gives me a nice bit of space to put some leaves in. So I'm thinking a solid hedge all the way down. Nearly there. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Now, can we... How would it look with a few raised pieces. Yeah, that is looking better. So I probably want, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go gap of 7 and 1. What will that do from this side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Yeah, I totally planned that, guys. That was completely planned. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Yeah, I like that. A nice little hedge. Let's actually just nip into here and see what it looks like from in here. Yeah, it just gives it a bit more interest, doesn't it, looking out that way. Now, for that side wall, I could do another hedge, but I'm trying out different things. Let's put these leaves in here. And these blocks, I was messing around getting the forestry got rid of. One of the things I have dug up is some onyx. And I thought, well, really, I ought to use some onyx. It's a nice stone. And I was looking at making some onyx bricks. They're quite a nice black colour, even just as bricks. Let's go for that many, I think. However many that gets us, 24 onyx bricks. Now, one thing that you can do with the microblocks mod is combine things in interesting patterns, like this. If you take pillars and posts, you can combine them to make a fence, and I want to try that fence out. So I now have to remember how to make pillars and posts. So those are slabs. Are those pillars? Those are the pillars. So I shall make up, let's go for 40 pillars. That will mean, I imagine, that you have to cut the rest down one more layer. That's going to make tons, isn't it? To get the posts, there's the posts. Lots and lots of posts. Okay, so I believe, let me just quickly check, that it was 3 pillars with 2 posts either side at the top. So we go like this, better like that, then like that, and like that. And we've got some onyx bricks fence. 26, which isn't actually tons, but let's go try it. It is night, but we are not afraid, are we? Who is afraid of the dark here? Right, let's try this. So I quite like that effect. It's actually a bit strange having sort of a brick fence, but it just looks nice. It looks like we're going to have a different colour brick on different colour fence on every single side, but that's pretty cool. I think I quite like that. Yep, that will do me. A nice fence. Now, can you put lights on the top of them? Like normal fences? It looks like you can't, sadly. But that's okay. I'm just going to put the overlay on. Overlay says everything is okay except for over here. Ooh, and I never got around to lighting up here by the looks of it. So let's just get some lighting on. Stop them there mobs spawning. Because nobody likes mobs. And they will be very, very happy to spawn up here, I'm sure. Oh, come on. I will need to make more glowstone illuminators soon. I have made glowstone crops pretty much purely to do that. And fill in a couple of holes. So that's this area, I think, looking quite a bit better, guys. I don't know what you think. I quite like what's going on here. I don't know what that is. cocoa beans, which have apparently not been picked up. That's fine, I'm sure they generally have. Sometimes with these type of farms, objects actually fall off and down the side rather than landing on the farm. The forestry farms are better at picking bits up, but it's okay because you do pick up most of what goes down. Right, that brings us back round to here, which is where I think we will end. We have these jabber barrels. Now, jabber barrels can, as you can possibly see, perhaps if I hover over this empty one, store 64 stacks of a single item, which is pretty good. We've already run over that with the jungle wood though. But the nice thing with the barrels is, can you see it says structural level and upgrade slots? You can upgrade their storage, which is really rather handy. So let's go and do that. So that... Really? I'm sure I had a lot better lighting than that in here. That comes under the title of really concerning. It makes me think something's gone wrong somewhere. I'll just quickly check that all the lights are still down here. Yep, you can see I've not done the ceiling yet. Even still. Okay, that was worrying. Okay, the upgrades for Jabber. I hope whatever I can hear. A skeleton, I think, isn't actually inside. So here's all the Jabber stuff, and here are all the upgrades. You have to apply structural upgrades in order, and you can make the things absolutely massive. But we're going to go fairly simple. Here is the first structural level upgrade. It is planks and fences. Okay, he is just out there. And the second one, which is fences with iron. Okay, so what we will get first, yeah, they can go in there. I don't generally like putting the microblocks in there because they fill it up so quickly. So how are we for fences? Loads of fences. How are we for planks? Not so good. How are we for wood in here? There we go, jungle wood. Get out a stack of planks. And iron, which we have tons of, thank you, quarry. So it is fences in the corner every time. With wood in the middle for the structural level mark 1s. There we go. I will take everything out. Was that actually all the wood we had? Core blimey. Right, there we go. Come on, get working. Let's get 3. Just for now. Take those out, put in iron to get the mark 2s. 3 of those as well. Now, the actual upgrade is here. This is the storage upgrade. You can apply different types of upgrade to get rid of things, to link barrels together, emit redstone signals, all sorts. Here's what we want. It takes better barrels and pistons. Okay, so let us try and do that. Do we have any chesties? We have quite a few chests. That's really rather good. I didn't expect that. So get a stack of jungle wood and the slabs out, and let's make up 7 chests. Okay, we now have 7 chests. We also needed pistons. Were there any pistons in here? There's 2, which is something, but we need a lot more than that. Pistons take wood across the top, which that was not. Cobblestone either side. Iron. And the ever lovely redstone, which is right here. And how many of these can we make? We could really use 14 if we've got enough. Yep, brill. So we can now take these better barrels, put pistons above and below, and here are our storage upgrades. 8 of them. So let's go and put those in. Right, the woods are the things which are filling up first and will probably overflow, so we will do it to those two. I keep thinking I'm hearing monsters and it's just things being automatically harvested. So, click in the right place, please. There you go. You have to apply the Mark 1 before you can apply the Mark 2. If I right click, nothing will happen. If I shift and right click, it will. You can now see that it has a structural upgrade of 1. It has changed the design slightly, so I might have to do them all for neatness. I'll also make this one a Mark 1 and this one a Mark 1. I'll then make them all Mark 2s. 2, 2 and 2. You can see it says, or it did say 2 on them. It now has 2 upgrade levels, and a structural level of 2 I should say, and 3 upgrade slots, which means we can put 3 of these in each. Shift click them to put them in. You can see it at the minute holds 4,096 items. Now it holds 8,000. See how it works? Now it holds 12,000. And I just take these 2 to the top because I only have enough for that. 16,000, which is a lot. That is, I don't even know how many stacks that is. Somebody clever can work that out. Is it 192 or 256? Oh, it says 256 stacks, which is a lot of space. That's a lot more than a big chest, actually. So we can take all the wood out of here and pop it straight in there. It's now holding, as you can see, 66 stacks of wood. So we won't have an overflowing problem over here for quite some time. And with that, I think it is time to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I very much hope you enjoyed it. Do remember to subscribe and leave a like if you did. It does help me a very great deal. And I very much hope, more importantly, to see you again next time. Thank you and goodbye.